Hi, today I wanted to talk about a new application that we've launched. This is called MAS, which means Multi-Application Recovery Service. So far, the applications we support are Google Photos and WordPress. So this enables you to add your accounts for both Google Photos as well as WordPress, and then you can back up the data hosted by those services, those applications, and bring it down to the QNAP so you've got a local copy of it as well. So the MAS software is completely free. So what I'll do is I'll jump straight to a NAS that I've got this installed on. It has no dependent applications like Container Station or anything like that. You can install it straight off the bat. So what I'm going to do first of all is have a look at the overview here. So I can see I've got nothing running, no accounts created or anything. This is a completely blank install of this application so far. The one I'm going to demo today will be Google Photos. So the first step to getting this working is you've got to add a service to the software. So up the top right here, we've got an option to add service. So you get to choose which type of service that you want to add. So as I'm in the Google Photos section, that's the one I'm adding. If you were in the WordPress section, it would add a WordPress one. So in Google Photos, I'm going to say add service. Needs a service name, so here I can just call it something like photo backup. That's what I'm going to use it for. And then you connect to Google Photos. Now when you do this, it's going to go off to find your Gmail account. So there's mine there, so I'm going to click OK on that. And then it wants to confirm that it's going to work with the three services, and I'm just going to click continue. So now that's added, I'm going to apply that so that it's now going to be in the list of services that I have that are supported. Over on the right hand side, you can edit it, you can refresh it, or you can disconnect it to get rid of it from this list if you want. Now you've got the service created, you can go to the backup section, and now you can actually create a job against that service that you've added. So here I'm going to go to create backup. I'm going to change it from WordPress to Google Photos because that's the service that I've got. Job name, so again, just photo backup is fine. Description, I'll just put random in there. Now the source is going to be the photo backup of your source, which is in the cloud. So in this case, this is going to be the service that I created earlier, which is my Google account. So I'm going to click select. And then the destination is going to be a folder within the NAS itself. So here I've got one called MAS Backup. You can't just put it into the root share. So here I'm going to create another folder in there. And again, I'll probably call this one just Photo Backup. And click apply. So it's going to create that, and now you can hit the select option. So within the MAS backup share that I've got created on the NAS, I've got a folder called photo backup. So I'll click select on that one. Now here you've got some extra options that you can do, schedules that you can enable, things like this. So here we could say run by a schedule, add a schedule, and say I want it to run daily at a certain time if you wanted to. So you can pick the time here. So let's say daily at midnight. You can click apply. You can have an end time as well. So maybe you only want this to happen for a 6-month period. You can set that as well. So I'm going to say apply daily at midnight. I'm going to go down here. There's an option for retention for different versions of data. So I'm going to enable that one. 5 days is fine for this. And then I'm just going to apply it. So now I've applied it, it's created a job. So before this was blank. So now it's got a Google photo backup that's there. Some bit of information about the job on the right hand side. And now I'm going to click the little cog action and I'm going to say backup now. So I'm happy with all the settings. So that's going to go off and do that. I think I've got 400 so pictures up there at the moment. So that's going to go ahead and download all those pictures from the Google Photo database there that I've got, so that it comes into the NAS itself. Now everything that's being pulled down is just going to be in a readable format. So we'll just wait for this to complete. It shouldn't take too long. Once it's down, we can go look at File Station and go have a look at that destination. So that the MAS backup share with the photo backup folder inside it. So that says success. So that's happened on demand straight away. So here I'm going to go in here and go to File Station. Then I'll go to the MAS backup folder, and there's the photo backup folder I created. And here's all the images that I've downloaded from the NAS, from the cloud. So this is the Google Photo Backup, and now I have a local copy of the 431 items that I have stored up in Google Photos. So should anything ever happen to the Google Photos service that's running, because, for example, things like Amazon and things like that, they've recently rescinded some of their services. So this way, you've got a copy of everything that you have up there, downloaded in the NAS, and you can set it to do that on a schedule. So even if you didn't know they were turning a service off, you would still have a copy of everything here in the NAS. So that's MARS, which is the Multi-Application Recovery Service. This is a free application that we've got in the App Center. It's under the backup category in the App Center. So if I just show you that, so we'll go up to the App Center. And under the backup sync category, we've got the MARS Multi-Application Recovery Service option there. Single-click install. There's a little wizard when you start it for the first time, talk you through some of the options. But yes, it can also be used for WordPress backups. You've got different restore options, shows you information about each job, and you've also got logs as well as to when they were created, what you did, who did what. So if you've got multiple users on the NAS using this service, you can do that. But it's quite a powerful little tool for you to get all your data from your Google Photos service down into the NAS. So you've got a copy of all that data locally. If anybody has any questions about this, please do let us know in the comment section down below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks. Bye.